had just got back home early from work and I wanted to spend the rest of my day productively because the sun was still up and I had some energy, so why not? My plan was to go for a long walk to just relax and cool down from my work day and then spend the next few hours having a deep work session before going to bed early. That was the plan. But the plan went down the drain once I stepped into the living room. I went in there to say hi to my mom, but the TV was on and there's this crazy intense fight scene going on that caught my attention immediately. And before I knew it, an entire hour had passed, and then 30 more minutes had passed before the ending credits popped up. And that's when I realized I had spent an entire 90 minutes watching this entire movie. I wasted my time, my energy, and my productive intentions, all because I got stuck watching a movie. What is the common pattern that stops us from doing what we want? What's the thing that makes it so hard for us to get anything done? It's the TV. It's our phone. It's the game. It's social media. It's anything that is so highly stimulating, it catches our attention and makes it so hard to look away or do anything else. That is the common problem that makes it so hard for us, for you, to get anything done. And I think the biggest problem, even bigger than that, is the fact that you think you have control over your attention. When you say you're going to get on your phone for a little bit, or you're going to watch a little TV, or you're going to play the game a little bit, is it ever really a little bit? Doesn't it feel kind of like you're stuck doing that thing? Like you can't get out of it anymore? Like you had control before you got into it, but once you got into it, it seemed impossible to get out. I know I felt this so many times, especially when I'm on YouTube. If I click one YouTube short, even though I tell myself I'm only going to watch one, if I click one YouTube short, which is usually like a cat video or a Batman or Nightwing clip, or one of those random videos where it's like, when your plug shows up to your house type beat, I will watch like 30 minutes of those YouTube shorts. And I'll know in the back of my mind, like, Faith, this is not the best use of your time. There's so much more you could be doing right now. Why are you sitting here watching these shorts that you're not going to remember in the next hour? I had those thoughts in my head, but I literally feel glued to my phone, like I cannot move away from it. Our attention can get sucked into whatever is highly stimulating. And that's what makes it so hard to get anything done. Because once you're stuck, first of all, you're stuck. You can't get out. It's hard to get out. And even when you do get out, your mental energy has kind of drained already. You kind of feel foggy. And then on top of that, now you're beating yourself up because you're like, why did I waste my time doing this thing? And once you start beating yourself up and you feel bad, what's going to happen? You're naturally going to drift back to that thing you were doing to feel better. And even when you don't choose to get caught up in these things, it's so easy to get caught up anyway. Like when I came back home, I went into the living room not to watch a movie, but to say hi to my mom. But because I saw this highly stimulating scene, this action scene that drew me in, it felt so hard for me to just walk away and go for that walk and do my deep work and have the productive day I want to have and get things done. So what's the solution? If you want to get things done, but because our attention gets hijacked by all these stimulating things around us, how can you fix it? So the first thing that's really extreme, but I highly suggest, is for you to get rid of the things that steal your attention. For me, that means when I wake up in the morning, I have my phone in airplane mode. Because I know instinctively I'm going to look down at my notifications. And if I see something on my notifications, I'm going to click it. And before I know it, I'm going to be stuck on my phone. But because my phone's on airplane mode, and I clear out my notifications before I go to bed, when I wake up, and I automatically go check my notifications, I see nothing. So my attention does not get hijacked. And I'm able to put my phone down and go about my day. That's why I have no TV in my room. I don't have a game system in my room. I don't have any social media on my phone, except, I guess, YouTube, if you can call that social media. But I don't really call that social media. But the gist is, if you can just get away from the things that hijack your attention, well, now you're free to direct your attention however you want it to go. So instead of saying, oh, I want to have a productive day, I want to get all these things done, and you don't get anything done because you get stuck on your phone or the TV or the game or anything that's highly stimulating, now it's, I'm going to get these things done, I'm going to be productive, and you actually will because you have control of your attention to go do those things, to focus on those things. And it's not going to be anything taking your attention away from what you need to be doing. But we have to also understand that there are some things that will be around that you can't get rid of. So if you can't get rid of the things, the next thing is to be very aware of the fact that you don't have control over your attention. And that it's so easy for it to be hijacked And once you get hijacked, it's easy to get stuck in the same spot, wasting hours when you know consciously you should not be doing this. Now, this happens a lot for me. Whenever I go out into the living room to go say hi to my parents, they have the TV playing, and I do get caught watching TV. But here's the thing. Most of the time, 98% of the time, when I get caught watching TV, I have a thought in my head that says, Faith, you are getting stuck right now. You have to get out. And when I hear that, I realize there's only one way I can get myself out of this trap so that I can keep my attention and focus on other things. And that is by forcing myself to walk away. And it is hard, but I am telling you, once you can make yourself turn away from the thing that's stealing your attention and walk away from it, now you have that freedom to go back to what you originally planned, which was to have a productive day and get things done. Regardless, your attention, your focus matters so much. And if you don't have control over it, it's going to make it so hard to get anything done. If you want to see a change in your productivity and the progress you make in your life, and you actually want to get things done, I highly, highly, highly suggest finding ways to eliminate things that steal your attention and being mindful when your attention is getting hijacked and forcing yourself away when it does. If that means you're on your phone and you literally throw your phone away, then do it. If you're watching TV and you're like, oh my god, this has just been my third episode, just get up and turn the TV off. If you're playing the game, literally pull the cord out. And I know that might mess up your game, but you know what? Do it. Because your attention matters way more than these other things, and you gotta be very protective over it. Otherwise, you'll be like everyone else who never really makes anything on themselves and just sits on the couch, on their phone, watching TV, and that's about it. Now remember, take action, stay consistent, and make your goals happen. I will see you later.